Hello, my name is Trevor Sherman. I'm the publisher of the News Journal in Corbin and Williamsburg. Appreciate Mr. Jay Nolan having me up today to take part in this series of interviews where we're talking to some local legislators about the recently concluded legislative session. That's Jay Nolan with President of Nolan Group Media. So I'm here today with Representative Nick Wilson from Whitley County, Senate President Robert Stivers. Appreciate you guys being here to talk to me. So a couple of things that I wanted to ask about, just kind of get your thoughts. And Senator Stivers, this will be a little bit of a covering ground that we've already covered in some of the other videos in this series, but give Nick a chance to talk about some of these things. Right off the top, I did want to get some comments about HB1 and the income tax situation. I know that was a biggie. That was one that was focused on heavily right out of the gate with this in this session. Any thoughts that you all have on that and what that's going to do to help Kentuckians?
Well, House Bill 1, which by Constitution has to start in the House, and Nick will know this, talking to Judge White, talking to the mayors, it's a real competitive issue for us to be able to reduce the taxes, because sitting on the Tennessee border, Tennessee has no income tax. So the first thing we did was reduce the income tax from 4 to 3.5%, and then we passed some other legislation that will further move that down the ball down the road, but maybe in smaller increments. So to be competitive with our sister states, that's a big step for us.
Nick, your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, I agree. The goal is to get to 0% state income tax. That's what Tennessee has, that's what we're competing with, and that's our goal. When did it start?
We started in 16,
okay,
and we've moved it from 6 to 4, now to 3.5.
3.5. So we're getting there. We want to make Kentucky the place where people want to work, own businesses, operate, and we want to contribute to our state economy. And this has been shown to work in other states.
Well, I know that was a big achievement, a big accomplishment for you all this session. Another subject that I wanted you both to touch on is the work that you've done with schools. I know that that's been a big topic of conversation with things that have happened recently in recent months. A lot of severe weather, a lot of crazy things that have kind of kept kids out of school, and I know you all in Frankfort have tried to find ways to make sure that time can get made up, and to try to help out administrators. So just your thoughts on getting to work with school administrations and come up with solutions to help make sure that the school year can get in the time frame that it's supposed to be.
Let me go ahead. So the superintendents, these administrators, I do not envy the position they're in when they got to make these calls to go to school or to stay home. It's a lose-lose for them. There have been situations this year out of everyone's control. Weather, other emergency situations where if someone in a leadership role or the person making that call feels like it's safer to stay at home, I understand why they're doing that. We want to do whatever we got to do to help them make those decisions. And if they make a decision, erring in caution for the safety of our students, we're going to do what we can to help them, to help get the school year in, to help keep education moving smoothly. But I trust those administrators, and we're here to help.
Yeah, I heard from the superintendent, Mr. Seiler, who came up and had discussions with the Williamsburg and the Corbin systems about what was going on, the different things, and why they were asked because of the unforeseen circumstance of having a shooter on I-75. Well, the individual lived in the Rockholes area, I think, of Whitley County. So it was a dicey situation. But that and with the snow and the water, we try to have to deal with policies that are statewide, but give latitude to the local groups, understanding the calendar in the sense of when the fiscal year ends, but also the testing periods that they have to comply with.
All right. Well, I appreciate the work that both of you all have done, obviously, on behalf of all of our citizens in the region and throughout the state. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.